funny story. Okay, cool. So, a few years ago, I went into Rouse's in Theodore, and I didn't typically shop at Rouse's. Like, that wasn't really my go to store. For one, their prices aren't that great. Their entire environment was not the greatest either. Like, I mean, if I have like boatloads of money, maybe to just kind of throw away on random things, maybe I'd shop there, but it just wasn't really my thing, right? So I went in there one day and I was going to get a few, like, groceries that I couldn't find at Walmart. And I was hungry, so I went over to the deli and I got a plate, like one of the little clamshell, the plates. It was a little bitty one, like a small one. And I looked around and I noticed that everybody else, like, they had gone, gotten their plates, picked out what they wanted, and then sat down and ate it. So I thought that was strange because normally, whenever you get food from a deli, it's by weight, like you pay by weight. But there was no like pricing signage anywhere, nothing like that. So I didn't really know for sure. So I just assumed, okay, well, these people are going to sit down. They didn't pay. They just got their plate, went to go sit down. At least four people had done that. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe it's just by size. Like, you have the small clamshell plate and you've got the large plate with like the multiple like spaces for different entrees and sides or whatever. So I got one thing of like, it was like shrimp etouffee or something like that. It just smelled and it looked really good. So I got that, and I didn't go sit down and eat or anything. I was just walking throughout the store. Well, I opened it to look at it and I put it back. I think I took like a bite of like the shrimp or whatever. And I'm walking around the store and I feel something warm like drip on my foot. And I looked down and it was like red grease from this shrimp dish, right? And I go to pick it up and the bottom is like cracked and it's leaking everywhere. Like, it had gotten all down my leg. Like, it was gross. So I go to the bathroom so I could wash my hands because it's now all over my hands and just to clean myself up. And I grab it and I throw it in the trash. And my plan, I wasn't really thinking about it, but I guess my plan was like, I'll tell them I need a small plate. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I go to check out. So I walk in the bathroom, I wash my hands, and I walk out. And I didn't think anything of it because I wasn't thinking, ooh, let me just steal this plate. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But I walk out, and that's whenever I realize, like, I'm not going to be able to pay for this unless I have the plate. So I need to go tell them that I need another plate or whatever and just not get any food in it, whatever. Like, but before I could do that, I am met at the at the bathroom entrance by this worker and this other lady. And I, like, whenever I tell you, like, I went to the bathroom to go wash my hands so fast, I didn't take my purse, I didn't take my phone, I didn't take my keys, nothing, because my hands were covered in grease. So I come out of the bathroom, and they're holding like, they've got my purse, they've got my phone, they've got my keys. And I'm like, okay, like, what is going on? And this woman grabs me by my arm and, like, pulls me to the front of the store. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And she's like, don't play stupid. You know what you did. And I'm like, actually, I don't. What is going on? And she's like, oh, we'll tell you. Don't worry. I'm going to tell you. And I was like, okay. And I get to the back, and she's telling me that I stole from them, and she's going to make an example out of me. She called the cops. The cops get there, and they're like, you really want to prosecute over this? How much is this even worth, right? They get the trash bag and they weigh up this bag and they say that it's worth $5. And I'm sitting here thinking, there's no way that plate is worth $5 because I literally got the smallest amount. Like, there's no way. But it doesn't matter. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. She's not listening to nothing. I told her, I was like, ma'am, if you're coming after me, why aren't you coming after all the other people out there? Mind you, a few of them are still sitting at the tables eating the food that they have not paid for yet. And I'm like, why haven't you gone after them? Why are you coming after me? It's not my fault that the clamshell is fucking busted. And I said, go look on the floor. It's literally leaking all over the floor. I didn't clean up my leg either. Like, it was all over my pants. And I'm like, how is this even happening? She's like, it doesn't matter. You're lying. You did this on purpose. You were planning this. And I'm like, okay. And the cops are like, ma'am, like, this is ridiculous. You really want to prosecute? And she's like, yes, I do. I do. I want to prosecute. So these cops put me in handcuffs, take me outside, and put me in the back of their car. And the cop comes over and he's like, "Look, I need you to look upset because this woman really does want to prosecute. I can't say that nothing's going to happen past this day, but I'm not taking you to jail. I'll take you anywhere else, whatever, but I'm not taking you to jail." And I was like, "Well, I mean, I drove here, so." She's like, "Well, just wait till she goes back inside and you can go." Well, I had my on me, so they had to take that from me. So they ended up having to give that back to me. It was a mess. It was awful. Moral of the story: don't go into fucking Rouse's because they are bullshit. And what ended up happening was whenever the cop said, "Well, why don't you just run the camera footage back? Like, see, that she's not lying. Run the camera footage back." Well, I didn't want to say this in front of her, but we don't have cameras, which they do now. But um, it is not my fucking fault that you guys didn't have cameras. That was not my fault. But I did not steal. I mean, I guess technically I did, but it was not intentional, which that is not an excuse. I realize that. I guess moral of the story: don't go to Rouse's.